Life Audio.
Welcome to the Crosswalk Devotional. We're so glad to have you listening. I'm Lynette Kittle, and today's topic is, how do you spell tax relief? We'll be right back after a brief message from our sponsor.
For some of us, personal finances aren't just personal. They include loved ones, neighbors, the communities we call home, and the causes we hold in our hearts. At Thrivent, planning your finances is bigger than just money. We help you put your plans into motion and faith into action so you can do more for the ones in your heart. Because sometimes all you need to make a difference is someone to help you make it happen. Thrivent, where money means more. Connect with us at Thrivent.com.
Let me tell you, the God's gonna cut you.
It's Holy Week in Jerusalem, and the city is restless. The people of Israel welcome Jesus as king, his followers ready for revolution. But instead of taking the throne, Jesus turns the tables.
Woe to you, scribes and Pharisees! How will you escape being condemned to hell?
Experience Holy Week like never before.
What have you done?
Now in theaters, The Chosen, Last Supper. Get your tickets now.
How do you spell tax relief? Written and read by Lynette Kittle. Tax season. It comes around every year, whether we want it to or not. Like Benjamin Franklin wrote, "But in this world, nothing can be said to be certain except death and taxes." For stressful days, Alka-Seltzer's 1976 jingle, "Plop, plop, fizz, fizz, oh, what a relief it is," rang true with people, as well as Rollade's classic commercial, "How do you spell relief?" helped individuals deal with heartburn, upset stomach, and headaches, becoming a catchy jingle to sing for a variety of settings and all kinds of uncomfortable situations. These relief jingles put a smile on faces and offered a small respite from the stresses of life to countless people. As Christians, how do we find relief during tax season, especially if we have to pay? Philippians 4:6 urges, "Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God." Author and historian William J. Federer's book, The Interesting History of Income Tax, helps us to better understand taxes and their origins in the United States. He offers a brief timeline of how our country has gone from a prohibited federal tax to present-day taxes. 1787, U.S. Constitution prohibited a direct federal tax. 1862, revenue tax on incomes went into effect as an emergency to finance the Union during the Civil War. 1873, the Civil War ended, emergency over, income tax repealed. 1895, the Supreme Court made income tax unconstitutional. 1913, 28th President Woodrow Wilson thought tariffs on imports caused wars, so he worked to replace them with an income tax. Income tax was originally only a 1% tax on the top 1% of the richest people in America. 1943, paycheck withholding began as an emergency effort to get funds to finance World War II. Before federal taxes began in 1913, tariffs covered the cost of running our nation, financing our country for well over a century. In Romans 13:1-2, the Apostle Paul urged, "Let everyone be subject to the governing authorities, for there is no authority except that which God has established. The authorities that exist have been established by God." Paul urges submission to our government warning of the results that come when we don't. Consequently, whoever rebels against the authority is rebelling against what God has instituted, and those who do so will bring judgment on themselves. Surprisingly, Jesus had to deal with taxes just like us. Later, they sent some of the Pharisees and Herodians to Jesus to catch him in his words. They came to him and said, "Teacher, we know that you are a man of integrity. You aren't swayed by others because you pay no attention to who they are, but you teach the way of God in accordance with the truth. Is it right to pay the imperial tax to Caesar or not? Should we pay or shouldn't we?" But Jesus knew they were trying to trap him. So in showing them a denarius, he asked them whose image and the inscription it bore. "Caesar's," they replied. Then Jesus said to them, "Give back to Caesar what is Caesar's, and to God what is God's." And they were amazed at him. Mark 12:13-17. In another tax-related text, temple tax collectors came calling, asking Peter about whether Jesus was paying it. "Yes, he does," he replied. When Peter came into the house, Jesus was the first to speak. "What do you think, Simon?" he asked. "From whom do the kings of the earth collect duty and taxes? From their own children or from others?" "From others," Peter answered. "Then the children are exempt." Jesus said to him, "But so that we may not cause offense, go to the lake and throw out your line. Take the first fish you catch, open its mouth, and you will find a 4-drachma coin. Take it and give it to them for my tax and yours." Matthew 17:25-27. Jesus not only paid taxes, but also supernaturally provided payment for them, showing us that it's okay to ask God to help provide the funds we need to pay our taxes. Still, some may believe we can't ask God to help provide us with the funds to pay our taxes. Yet Jesus relied on God to supply funds for his needs. Because he did, so can we. Jesus urges, "Until now, you have not asked for anything in my name. Ask and you will receive, and your joy will be complete." John 16:24. Last year, a family member discovered she owed around $500 in taxes, money she didn't have on hand. Instead of panicking, she asked God to provide the funds needed to pay her taxes. Within 3 days, through various means, God provided just the right amount to cover her taxes. Intersecting faith and life. Are you feeling stressed out about paying taxes? If so, ask God to relieve you from worry and stress. As well, ask Him to help provide for your tax-related needs. Further reading. Do you pay your taxes joyfully?
The Crosswalk Devotional is a production of Life Audio and Salem Media. If you liked what you heard today, please take a second to rate and review this podcast in your favorite podcast app so that more listeners like you can find the show. For more faith-filled, inspirational podcasts, visit us at lifeaudio.com.
For some of us, personal finances aren't just personal. They include loved ones, neighbors, the communities we call home, and the causes we hold in our hearts. At Thrivent, planning your finances is bigger than just money. We help you put your plans into motion and faith into action so you can do more for the ones in your heart. Because sometimes all you need to make a difference is someone to help you make it happen. Thrivent, where money means more. Connect with us at Thrivent.com.